All right, for this one, if you have a partner, one partner is going to work while the other partner rests. Partner 1 is going to do 5 hinges while partner 2 is walking. And as soon as partner 1 is done, partner 2 does 5 hinges wherever they are at. If you're doing this without a partner, you simply walk a total of 10 to 15 meters somewhere around you, then you go to the next move. The next move is 5 squats. Again, whenever one partner is working, the other partner is doing some active resting. Sub in, get 5 squats. Partner 1 is walking. The next move, you're going to do 10 hinge band rows. You can either do them from the hinge or any version of a pull works. You can do hinge YWs if you don't have access to a band. You can do Superman YWs. Again, a total of 10 reps over here. Alternatively, you can also do shadow rows, any version. The goal here, simply get those shoulder blades moving, your upper back musculature working. After you're done with 10 pulls of any version, you're going to do 5 pushes of any version. So we're going to pick the push up here. Any version that works for you, something that's very doable. You should not feel like you're grinding on that 5th rep. The goal during this entire piece over here, which is a total of 15 minutes, is to stay active throughout. You're either pushing, pulling, hinging, squatting, or you're simply walking. Then once you're done with the push, you go back into the hinge. And as you can see, there's active movement. Do some forward walking, some backward walking. You can do some standing cross touches, taking wrist to knee, throw in some variety in your movement patterns. Once you're done, you go to 5 squats. Again, play around with the version of the squat. You don't have to stick to just the usual bilateral squat. You can squat on a narrow stance. You can do some Hindu squats. Any squat pattern works. The more you play around with it, the more fun you have through the 15 minutes. Again, you can do alternating rows with the band, going for a total of 5 per side. Whichever version of the pull, your goal is to keep those shoulder blades working. Make it an active movement. Even if you're doing standing protraction and retraction, try and find that squeeze on each rep. When you retract, the reach as you protract. On the push-ups, play around with that position. Try some narrow push-ups. Go for some wide hand-placed push-ups. Again, easy versions. Something that helps you sustain the entire duration. At no point should you feel like you're grinding. And at all points during this 15-minute piece, you want to be able to breathe in and out through your nose. Again, switching different positions, working on a staggered hinge. Work on a single leg hinge, just a little more balance component here. Play around, whichever works better for you. 5 reps. Five squats. Again, easier, harder, doesn't matter. Keep moving. Can throw in a few squat jumps as well. Just a little more power might get your heart rate up, but then you try and walk, try and keep the subsequent movement pattern nice and light on your heart rate, on your muscles. Hinge YWs, another version of the pull. Standing rows over here, just trying to get your rhomboids, muscles between your shoulder blades, to really work. Drive the elbows back. You do this either with the band, if you're doing it free weight, you focus on the shoulder blade a little more as you try and squeeze the top of each rep. Go back into the push after the pull. Again, a mix of patterns. Pick any form of push that is like for you. And the box push-up, another version, is very accessible. If range bothers you, limit the range. Still, keep that push pattern going. We go back to the top of that circuit, doing some prying hinges over here, trying to get into that hip. We've got about 6 minutes left on the circuit. And while you're resting, stay active with some form of full body movement, either walking, standing cross touches. From time to time, just check your breathing. You're able to breathe in and out through your nose. The goal is to keep your heart rate in a very manageable zone and keep that movement constant. You can alternatively check if your intensity is right, especially with respect to your heart rate, by talking one full sentence. Are you able to say it without any pauses, without having to gasp for air in between? And overall, do you sound like you're just talking a full sentence without additional activity happening around? That's your tool to check if you're working at the right intensity and picking the right moves. While we work on this push, pull, hinge and squat circuit, trying to access all the muscle groups, the major muscle groups around the body. So be sure to squeeze at the top of each rep. Got about 3.5 minutes here. Partner 2. Stay active. Even as you finish each move, walk, walk. Keep moving back, keep move forward. Have another 3 minutes here. And simplest version you can pick is a wall push-up. Keep your heels planted, chest between palm. That's the simple rule. I have about 2.5 minutes. As you're resting, move around, stay active. Do some banded hinges just to provide a little bit of resistance. Just about a minute here. Keep active.